Hi, this is my 8th vlog and just doing a quick update as to what books I've read, what's going on in my life, that sort of typical thing. I like to do these weekly. It just sort of keeps me motivated to do at least a video a week. So I finally finished A Feast for Crows, finally after however many months it was since I started it. And I did a review of that last week, I believe. And I've started on A Dance with Dragons. I feel like with some of these books, there should be like a warning on it. Warning, book is really freaking heavy. Infirm should not handle the book or something, just because it's so heavy. I mean, I think it's got to be at least a couple of pounds. And when you're trying to hold this thing and sit there and read it, it's not that easy. I can see why some people, at least for these books in particular, will get the copy for their e-reader because this thing is so heavy. I remember last time I was reading it, my elbows would get really sore and I'd have to set it aside. I can't read as many chapters at a time. Such a pain in the butt. And I'm only about 40 pages into it. This book is also slow, like A Feast for Crows. It's not quite as slow, I think, although last time I read this, it did take me a couple of months to get through it. Hopefully it won't take me that long this time, but we'll see. So in the meantime, I bought, you'll see in my haul video, I bought 30 used books. They're all romance novels, so I have a big selection to choose from. I just finished reading Candle in the Window by Christina Dodd, and I just did a review of that. And then I'm reading the sequel, Castles in the Air. And so that's what I'm working on right now, Dance with Dragons and Castles in the Air. The romance novels are usually pretty quick to read, and I like to, read them and just sort of take a break, because I think after I'm done with this, I'll be in the mood to read more of A Dance with Dragons. But then usually once I get a couple hundred pages into the Song of Ice and Fire books, or even like 100 or 200 pages, I get fatigued, and so I need more romance. So I'll just be going on and off, and it'll just depend on what my pace is like for that. But we'll see. Right now, I'm still looking for a job. I don't know, I try to apply for a job every day, although it seems to be difficult because if you look for specific jobs and you keep applying for them every day, you'll run out of jobs to apply for. So every so often I have to give myself a day to wait to apply for things, for more jobs to come up. And I'm trying to look for job fairs and networking events and things like that so I can, see, maybe connect with some people and see what's available. But yeah, that's going on. I'm writing a novel. One of the many people who's like, I'm working on my novel. But it's, it's a backup plan. I would love to be a full-time writer, but I have to actually finish a novel first, and it actually has to be good enough to be published. So, I try not to have any big grand illusions of getting published and being able to support myself on it. That's what I would ultimately like to do, but I try to be realistic. So that's what I've been working on. And today I baked probably 100 cookies. My husband's supervisor is leaving his group. She's still in the company, but she's like going to a different group. And she's been really nice. He had a really horrible supervisor a couple years ago, and this supervisor has been amazing and super awesome. He shouldn't have any he's not going to have any problems getting like a better supervisor. He's already met the new supervisor, and that's fine. But I wanted to make some cookies for her, and just to say, thanks for not being terrible with my husband, and, also so my husband can give them to her and be like, thank you for being a good supervisor, and also because I really wanted cookies. My specialty are the chocolate chip cookies, the Nestle Toll House ones, but my recipe, you basically look at the back of the bag of the Nestle Toll House cookies, and I make a couple changes. Instead of butter, you use half butter and half shortening. and then you use half the amount of chocolate chips that are recommended. Usually it's a 12-ounce package is recommended for one roll of cookies. I use only 6 ounces because otherwise you get so much chocolate. And if you really, really, really like chocolate chips, really like chocolate, go ahead and use the whole thing. But I use about half a bag. And actually, I get more out of my bags of chocolate chips that way. It's not quite as expensive. Because chocolate chips are almost $3 a bag. Oh my goodness. I don't buy the generic ones. I'm not sure if they would be bad or not. I'm just so used to the Nestle Toll House ones. That's what I grew up with. And, you know, I buy generic for a lot of things. But I like my chocolate chips. I'm afraid to try the other ones in case they're not as good. But yeah, so I think I started making these 5 hours ago, and I just finished about 20 minutes ago, right before I started making videos today. So yeah, one roll of cookies doesn't take very long, but I made a double roll so that I could give some cookies to my husband's supervisor and also so we could have a ton of cookies. Oh my goodness, we will have so many cookies. It's amazing what happens when you don't have cookies in your house. You find you're so deprived. You're just like, I need cookies. What am I going to do? We're not on our diet anymore for the wedding, so, you know, we're not trying to eat like pigs, but we want cookies. Yeah, other than that, I haven't really been up to too much. Just reading a whole bunch of stuff, bought a whole bunch of books. Yeah. So that's what's been going on with my life. I will try to do the review of Castles in the Air by next week. I should be done before then. If I'm done before then, maybe I'll do it on Friday, but it'll probably be sometime next week. I'm super excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy this weekend. We always go on Saturday morning because our theater has, if you go before noon, it's only $5 per person to go see the movies, you know, regular 2D. And so I'm excited. We're going to go see that. I'll probably do a review of that next week too. So, you know, just what I thought about it. It looks awesome. I hope it's awesome. The reviews have been awesome for it. So I'm super excited. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later, probably next week. And see you then. Bye.